In the lab off-panel, Wolverine's body begins to twitch, triggering panic among the scientists as they realize he's waking up too soon. They scramble to understand his brain activity, noting that he's convulsing and possibly becoming aware of them. At the same time, a bloodied wolf emerges from a fresh kill in the snowy woods, moving with purpose. Wolverine's scattered thoughts begin to surface, memories and instinct flickering through. One thought sticks out to him: survivor. The scarred wolf trudges through the snow-covered cliffs, wounded but steady. In the lab, the scientists are in chaos, stunned that Wolverine's eyes are open and terrified that he's still resisting sedation meant to drop giants. They scramble for guards and demand Dr. Prostovich, realizing they've lost control. The wolf presses forward through the storm, wild and relentless. Wolverine's lone thought surfaces again, clear and resolute: soldier. The wolf prowls with intense focus, its glowing eyes locked on something ahead as it begins to pick up speed. In the lab, scientists spiral into panic. Wolverine is reacting violently, his claws emerging despite the sedation, and they argue over whether to release him or keep him contained. The wolf breaks into a sprint, muscles coiled with purpose embodying pure instinct. As the scientists clash over control, one voice screams to open the chamber. Another shouts in horror to stop. The word that comes to Wolverine's mind: hunter. The wolf stands poised above the snowy clearing, eyes fixed on the grizzly below. In the lab, the scientists scramble. Wolverine's heart rate is dropping, his blood pressure is crashing, and they argue over whether they've gone too far with the sedation. Despite their efforts, he recovers. The bear lumbers into view, unaware it's being hunted. From deep within Wolverine's fractured mind, a single thought surfaces as the wolf closes in: specimen. As the wolf creeps forward, ready to strike, the scientists spiral deeper into chaos, desperate to open the chamber, calling for guards, and even suggesting a sentinel unit, but they can't as Dr. Prostovich has the access key and she's not there. In the forest, the grizzly rears up with glowing red eyes, massive and enraged, towering over the wolf. The wolf charges head-on into battle as the massive bear roars back, both beasts locked in a primal clash. In the lab, scientists monitor Wolverine's vitals in a frenzy. His claws are extending again, his brain is fully active, and panic spreads as no one dares to approach him. They debate shutting the chamber as Dr. Prostovich apologizes for being late and races to intervene. Wolverine's inner voice cuts through it all with one word: relentless. The bear lands a powerful blow, sending the wolf crashing through the snow, bloodied but alive. Inside the lab, the scientists are overwhelmed, locking down chambers, injecting more sedatives, and panicking as Wolverine resists everything. The bear starts to walk away, thinking the fight is over. But the wolf rises again, battered and steady, still tracking its prey. Through it all, Wolverine's thoughts remain clear and fierce: survivor, soldier, hunter, specimen, animal. The wolf, undeterred, stalks forward through the snow with fiery eyes, preparing to strike again. In the lab, the scientists argue in panic. Wolverine's vitals are spiking, sedation is failing, and one warns they need more than guards now. The bear turns, sensing the threat returning. With each step, the wolf becomes the embodiment of Logan's inner will. His thoughts echo with brutal clarity: relentless, survivor, soldier, hunter. The wolf lunges with fury, jaws wide, and sinks its teeth into the bear's neck, drawing blood as the bear cries out in agony. Inside the lab, scientists shout over alarms and failing control systems, realizing they're losing the fight to contain Wolverine. His mind pushes through sedation, fixated and unstoppable. The wolf's expression is pure rage, driven by instinct and memory. As the bear reels, Wolverine's thoughts surge forward: specimen, animal, relentless, survivor. The bear recovers, then sinks its jaws into the wolf and hurls it violently through the air, sending it crashing into the snow. In the lab, panic erupts as Wolverine begins killing guards, confirming that he's fully awake and uncontrollable. Some plead for help, others call for sentinels, but nothing is stopping him. The wolf lies motionless for a moment, battered and still. Then, with a snarl, It rises again. Wolverine's singular thought: relentless. The wolf charges forward through the snow, eyes locked on the bear, as the scene cuts between the forest battle and the lab where Wolverine, now fully awake, is standing and ominously staring at everyone in his view. Scientists and guards panic, unsure how to respond, while Prostovich tries to reassert control. Wolverine's thoughts are of a soldier, terrorist, specimen, and weapon. Each, he perceives, defines him. As the wolf runs with purpose, one name rises in Wolverine's mind: Logan. The wolf and the bear clash again, both roaring, both refusing to yield. It's the raw embodiment of survival instinct versus brute force. Neither holds back as unstoppable will meets immovable power. Back in the lab filled with severely wounded scientists and guards, armed men aim their weapons in fear, uncertain if they should shoot, as Dr. Prostovich screams, "Sputnik!" A last-ditch effort to regain control of the Winter Soldier using a code word. Wolverine, with claws extended, stands drenched in blood at the center of a slaughter, surrounded by a mass of mutilated scientists and guards strewn across the lab floor. The walls and equipment are smeared with gore, the aftermath of an unstoppable surgical rampage. Dr. Prostovich cautiously approaches Wolverine, speaking in a calm, almost soothing tone as she praises him and orders the guards to restrain him. Wolverine stands motionless amid a sea of corpses, soaked in blood but eerily still. One of the guards hesitates, unsure if it's safe, but Prostovich demands obedience. The team rushes to follow her orders. In the final panel, we see a guard reaching out with a restraint device, preparing to lock down Wolverine's weaponized hands. Finally secured, Wolverine is led down a corridor by armed guards as Dr. Prostovich discusses the situation with a fellow doctor, who's stunned by the massacre and confused about how the Winter Soldier lost control. While the other doctor argues for sedatives and containment, Prostovich makes it clear: this isn't about drugs. Her voice lowers with chilling certainty as she explains that reprogramming Logan requires more than chemicals. It also includes re-education, manipulation, and telepathy. She coldly concludes, one level breaks, another holds. The Winter Soldier is escorted down a sterile corridor by guards and doctors as Dr. Prostovich discusses the next phase of his mental retraining. She authorizes access to a secure chamber, Cerebellum, located deep within the facility, believing they can still reach what's left of his mind. Another doctor questions the decision, nervous about what might go wrong. Wolverine stands silently, tense and unreadable. Below, a massive spherical structure looms, ominous and clinical. He's led deeper into the underground facility, descending alongside guards and doctors into the heart of the Cerebellum. Dr. Prostovich unlocks the entrance with a code, warning that nothing good happens this far below. As they step inside, the eerie silence and strange architecture set an unsettling tone. Lights flicker on, revealing a mysterious red-haired woman suspended above, her presence both haunting and significant. Prostovich coldly states that she is the key to re-establishing control. She can fix that, she says. In a haunting, cavernous chamber filled with wires and eerie silence, the woman known as the Phoenix hangs suspended in midair, mysterious and terrifying. Her brain floats separately above her head, wired into an intricate web of machinery that pulses with psychic energy. Her arms are outstretched, body limp yet restrained, as if caught between life and control. Dr. Prostovich's voice echoes coldly from off-panel, declaring that this specimen will fix Wolverine's broken mind.